Well, hello everyone. My name is Jacqui Bowman. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and doing your due diligence as an agent and thinking about just exploring what other platforms are out there and looking at different business models that are in today's market that are available to you as a real estate agent. It's the best thing that you could do for you and for your family. So there's no pressure here. Just wanted to give you an introduction to our platform, our business model here at EXP, and let you know that my husband Ryan and I, Ryan has his broker's license. We could very easily have our own brokerage. However, over 3 years ago, we joined EXP Realty because we saw a model and a platform that allowed us to live the lifestyle we want to live. I have more time with my kids. I have more time with my husband. And it's given me opportunities for ownership, passive income. The technology and lead generation and education is like no other. So I just want to take the next 30 minutes or so, try to get it all in quickly, and review an introduction to our model. Now, I can't get into the deep weeds of every single part of our model, but I want to give you a brief overview just to give you enough information to see how we're different than other brokerages and other franchises and how this is not comparing apples to apples. We are an orange. We are totally different than any other franchise, any other brokerage model. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Make sure I'm recording this time. This is my second time around, so hopefully I get it right this time. And share my screen and show you exactly what EXP is all about. So here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and hit play here. So the introduction to EXP. What we're going to cover today is who we are, our business model. We're going to talk about EXP World, some solutions to your business, how you can generate more leads, and how to join EXP. So Glenn Sanford is our founder. Back in 2009, he founded EXP. But before that, he had internet startups that he was launching, and he also launched his real estate career in 2002. In his fourth year in real estate, he had over 60 million that was closed by his team from internet leads. So this guy really knows the internet lead gen business. So that's why I can't wait to share with you some of our CRMs and our strategies that we have at the end. But he believes that agents and brokers do the most heavy lifting in real estate and desire the benefits of being a shareholder and the benefits of that income based on their level of contribution to the company. So we're going to talk about being compensated for contribution to the company when you share EXP with other agents, which is exactly what I'm doing here with you. So he founded EXP, the first cloud-based real estate brokerage, in 2009. Especially during that time, the market was tough, right? And so contracting those expenses down and sharing in more revenue and ownership with agents, he just built this amazing model and platform. And Ryan and I are forever grateful to Glenn for doing that. So thank you, Glenn. Here you can see the timeline from 2009 all the way to 2018. A few things that I'll point out. Our company changes and evolves as our agent count evolves. That's one of the things that we're proud of, is that we're agile. And as things come along, we can pivot, we can change things. So check out 2013, EXP World Holdings becomes publicly traded, right? It was a penny stock, publicly traded. You look at 2018 in the bottom right, EXP is now listed on NASDAQ, right? Totally different. Awesome validity for our company. We launched in Canada in 2014. We tripled our agent count in 2016. So just a lot of different things that have happened. I'll tell you, I joined in March of 2017. You look on this chart, there were 2,400 agents when I joined the company. Now we're in July of 2020. We are over 31,000 agents. And it seems to be that we're grossing about 2,000 agents a month. And we've got top agents from all over the country, all 50 states, 7 Canadian provinces that add up to that 31,000. So we are growing exponentially. We are very, very in tune with our core values. Our community, fun, agile, innovation, integrity, always doing the right thing, service, sustainability, collaboration. I just want to stop on collaboration because a lot of times we survey agents in our company and we ask them, what's the best thing about EXP Realty since you've been there? Is it the commission split? Is it the lead gen? What is it? And most of them, hands down, will say it's the collaboration and the idea sharing, and that we're all on the same field and we all want everyone in this company to win. And not only do you have agents in your marketplace collaborating, you've got agents all over the world to collaborate with. And what I love is our transparency, getting things out from behind the curtain and being an agent-driven company, an agent-centric company, to where agents actually have a voice and have a direct line into leadership. And we, and leadership listens to us, and the agents are valued, right? And what we're doing out in the trenches to sell and bring in that revenue is valued. So I absolutely love our core values. Now let's talk about business models. A lot of businesses, you know, innovation is always happening. A lot of businesses moved away from brick and mortar locations. And when you think about it on a daily basis, like when you list and sell a home, how often do you actually go into the real estate office with your clients, right? Many of us are already working from home, especially during this pandemic. I mean, this is being recorded in July of 2020. We've all been working from home, right? So just wanted to point out some of the experiences in other industries about innovation. Blockbuster, you remember going to Blockbuster, you wanted to get that new release, you go there, and of course, all of the cases from behind there are taken, which means they're out, right? Or you then find your second or third choice, you wait in line, and then you owe a fee before you can rent your new movie out. And just a cluster of things in order to just get in your car, go do this, and rent the movie. Now we've got Netflix, right? You can just point at your TV, scroll through the menus, click the movie, and bam, right there within 30 seconds, it downloads and you can watch it. Amazing. Imagine all of the needs and all of the things that you would love to have to grow your real estate business. Education, support, technology, right at your fingertips, and you get it right away. You don't pick up the phone and call someone. You click and get live, on-demand help. It's amazing. Circuit City, Amazon, right? Now we've got Macy's. We had a lot of Macy's closings in our area. Online shopping is huge. Point, click, get it in 2 days, right? Traditional real estate brokerages with the brick and mortar evolving into cloud-based brokerages. And EXP Realty is the largest in the first cloud-based brokerage in the industry. So if you look on the left-hand side, first of all, we want to say we are one brokerage, not a franchise. We don't have individual offices. So if you hear of an EXP group saying we have the central office or we have the XYZ office, we don't have offices or branches or anything like that. We are one big fire, one large company. We all collaborate and work together. Are there top agents who rent office space? Yes. Are there teams who rent office space? Yes. Are there small brokerages who own the building that they're in that have joined EXP for their long-term leverage and strategies? Yes. So just wanted to let you know we are not a franchise. So typical franchise, they do have that costly overhead. They have the brick and mortar offices. They have the person that answers the phone at the front desk. They have all of those different things. We also have the managers, the regional managers, the recruiters, all of those things that a typical franchise or brokerage would have. Those are all overhead costs. And of course, the people that they find for those positions are locally confined talent, right? If you need, you know, everybody has in their office the person that cuts the checks, right? They're all getting those from locally. Here at EXP, we have an accounting team placed all over the country that serve all of the agents, all 31,000 of us. We just go into EXP World and we get live support with that. We get direct deposit very quick. So depending on your state and what your closing processes are, I can speak for here in Ohio. We get direct deposit and we can usually do it the day of or the day after closing. So it's amazing. Limited technology and support. So that small brokerage or that franchise, they can only offer what they can offer. We have partnered with Facebook, and we've also partnered with KV Core. We're going to talk about that. We can provide you with the best technology and support for you as an agent. So if you look over at the Cloud Campus environment, we've got no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. We've cut that overhead brick and mortar costs. We have paperless transactions. We have more than 50 hours of live training each week in EXP World. Your training calendar gets emailed to you every Sunday. You can go in there, you can see where the classes are up in EXP World. You can raise your hand, you can type in the chat. It's live training. It's not pre-recorded training. It's amazing. It's very interactive. What I love is that it's top agents all over the country contributing and collaborating with agents so that everyone is risen to that level and everyone can win, which I love. Real-time support, again, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific. On-demand support services. Just go up into EXP World, go ahead and walk into that department, whether it's onboarding services, transactions team, or accounting, our tech support. It's all up there in EXP World for you all day, every day. Just go up there and click, oh, I'm sorry, weekdays, not every day. But go ahead and click for that support. What I love is it could be 7:30 at night and I have a question about a commission or something. I can just go into EXP World and get what I need. Or I have trouble with my website or my domain or something like that. It's quick support. It's not you have to call someone and wait for them to call you back because they're the one person that knows, right? It's you go to that department, there's 6, 8, 10, 12, 20 people across the country. They're waiting to serve you as an agent and help solve your problem, which is awesome. We've got international collaboration. We can build teams across states and provinces, right? If we've got a team here in Ohio and we want to also have a team in Florida, guess what? We're one company. It's one cap nationwide. So we can expand to all different markets. Now EXP has given you the opportunity to expand your business and scale your business without all of that overhead cost. So awesome. One cap for the entire country for you, right? And we definitely have great team models and team structures. So if you've got a large team and you want to talk about the integral financials of that and how we could save you money by having your team members come over under you and things like that, we can talk about that. But we have the best model out there. And by the way, we're one company, no franchise fees for you and no franchise fees for any of your agents. So that's huge. We have got this international expansion. We've opened in the UK, we've opened in Australia, we've in 7 provinces of Canada and all 50 states. Unbelievable growth and international expansion. And we're gonna pause and talk a little bit about one of the pillars of our model that most brokerages do not offer, and that is equity opportunities. Become a shareholder at EXP. You know, what's really interesting is we tell our buyers, stop renting your house, buy your house and pay yourself, right? That's the advice that we give to them. Now I want you to think about all of the brokerages that you've been at. Maybe you've only been at one. Right now you are running your business through their company and you're renting your space there, right? You're renting your space there and they're not giving you any ownership in the company. You're not building equity, right? Maybe you're sharing that company with other agents and they're coming over because they love you and they want to be near you and you guys are all collaborating together, right? But guess what? There's no passive income compensation for bringing that agent over. And we're going to talk about revenue share in a bit. But right now, focusing on stock. Again, we were uplisted to NASDAQ, right? The ticker is EXPI. Check out our stock. We're not going to talk about projections. When I joined the company, it was $2.83. And today it's hovering around $16. So 3 years ago, when I joined the company, I earned shares on my first transaction. When I capped, I earned shares when I capped. When I attracted or sponsored an agent into the company, they compensated me, right? By giving me shares when that agent closed their first transaction. So the first way that you get shares is sometimes referred to as awarded stock or gifted stock. Here they're calling it sustainable equity plan. And the reason it's sustainable is as our agent count grows, those stock awards will have to diminish in order for us to stay sustainable, right? So come over now, right? So that when you're getting these agent awards, you know, you're getting more of that piece of the pie and you're getting more of that ownership opportunity, right? Those awarded or sustainable equity shares have to vest for 3 years before you can cash them in and actually receive the cash for them. So March of 2017, I joined. I think it was May of 2017, I closed my first transaction. So May of 2020, those shares were available to me in my account in order for me to cash in, which is unbelievable. The second way is down at the bottom, the agent equity program. So we are an 80-20 split, which I'll get to in a moment, the commission splits, but you can take of your 80%, your agent portion of your commission, they can take 5% of that and set it aside. And at the end of each month, they will go to market for you and purchase stock at a 10% discount. Amazing. 5%, it's like a cup of coffee each day, right? You don't even notice that it's gone. Excuse me, you don't even notice that it's gone. And over the many years, not only are you getting the sustainable awarded shares, you're getting that agent equity stock and you're building something. Think of all of the agents that have worked at the same brokerage for 20 years and rented their space. Not rent their office space. Maybe they're a top agent and they don't pay anything for their office space, but they rented their commission split. They rented their relationship with their broker, and their broker didn't give them any of this, right? Or any of these opportunities. But imagine what you could have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now at EXP. I can tell you what I've got in 3 years. It's changed our lives. It's unbelievable. And last but not least, this one gets me really excited. If you are a top agent in your marketplace and you're producing more than $80,000 in gross commission income, gross, and you cap in our system, and you pay an additional $5,000 in fees, you will be eligible production-wise to apply for our Icon Agent Award. Now, our Icon Agent Award is split up into a few different things, but what it basically is each anniversary year, you pay in your 20% commission and you pay in your fees to the company. And then when you apply and you are approved production-wise, you can apply for our Icon Agent Award, and we want you to contribute to us culturally. Well, how do you do that? You teach an EXP World. You share what you're doing with other agents to bring them up, to make sure our EXP agents are productive and that they're all winning, right? So we want you to contribute culturally. We want you to be engaged, which means we want you to go to our conventions. We want you to participate in shareholders. We want you to participate in EXP Con, right? The more top agents we have there and the more agents that follow them, the better off we all are. So there's a few different things in that, but this is the cool part. You could earn up to $16,000 annually through your anniversary year, each year as a top agent, every single year as what we call an Icon agent. So let me get this straight. If I'm a top agent and I pay in $16,000 into my cap, and I go to the conventions, and based on my production and my contribution in EXP World, I can get $16,000 in stock each year. Oh, and by the way, because I'm influential in my marketplace and I'm getting compensated for contributing to the company by attracting agents, I'm also receiving revenue share. It's almost like EXP is paying me to be part of the company. It's unbelievable. So if you got further questions on that, I can definitely answer your questions, help you. Don't want to get too far in the weeds in that, but those are the 3 different ways that you can earn ownership that no other companies are offering at this point, right? And if they are, they're handpicking agents. This is available to all agents. The minute you join our company, this is all available to you, which is unbelievable. Now, this part I personally have a passion for, and it's the agent voice in the company. I love, love, love that the agents have a voice that is heard at the highest levels of the company. It benefits the shareholders to make sure that the company is sustainable and agents still want to come here and they still want to work here, right? And things are going smoothly. It provides ways for our senior leadership to attain additional insight as our company grows, because guess what? We are a different company than we were when we were 2,500 agents. A 2,500 agent company looks totally different than a 31,000 agent company, which looks totally different than a 100,000 agent company and a 500,000 agent company internationally, right? So as we grow, we want agent representation so that we have an agent voice. Well, I am proud to say, you can see my little picture there on the screen, that I was nominated and I am part of the Agent Advisory Council. I'm one of 12 agents across the country, different geographics and different production levels. So this is a good snapshot of our company as a whole for agents. We represent the agent body. So what I love is if agents at any time have anything they need to talk about or anything that's going on in the company that they think we could do better, we are the agent voice for you. So I absolutely love that. So let's talk about our commission split. We are an 80-20 commission split. If you're a newer agent and you don't understand what a cap is, I'm going to explain it really quickly. But there's also a video on my playlist on my YouTube page that just talks about commissions and caps and things like that. So I'm going to run through this really quickly. But basically, 80-20 commission split with a $16,000 cap means this. If you bring in $1,000 of gross commission income into the EXP company, right? 80% goes to the agent, $800. So $1,000 comes in, $800 to the agent, if you want to write this down. $1,000 comes in, $800 to the agent, $200 to the company, okay? So it's an 80-20 split. If you look over to the right, of that 800 or of that 80%, you're going to subtract $25 for your broker review fee, and you're going to subtract $40 for your errors and omissions fee, okay? So that's $65. $800 minus 65 gives you $735 as a net agent, and then $200 to the company commission, $25 to your state brokerage team for review, and $40 to your errors and omissions insurance or risk management. Now, if you look down at the bottom right-hand side, it says the risk management fee caps at $500. So that $40 fee takes about 12 and a half transactions to get to $500. And each annual year, you will pay no more than $500 for errors and omissions insurance. Now, that $200 that went to the company, that's sometimes referred to as company dollar. That goes towards your cap. So if you paid that $200 towards your cap, now you have $15,800 left to pay until you're at 100%. Now let's just say you only closed 2 houses that year. You ended up paying $2,000 to the company in company dollar, and that leaves $14,000. You don't owe the $14,000. You just reset each year, right? So it's not a minimum that you pay the company. It's just the maximum that the company will ever collect from you is $16,000. Then you will be 100% commission. Once you're at 100%, there is a capped transaction fee of $250, right? So now that you're not paying that 20% anymore, but the company still has to process your deal, that $250 capped transaction fee goes to pay our staff in EXP World and across the country for processing, right? Once you've paid $250, once they've collected another $5,000 in transaction fees, that reduces down to $75. Okay, so for you top agents, we can discuss more of that, but I just wanted to really quickly give you that scenario with the commission. The one thing that's very important, a lot of agents say, oh, I'm at a 70-30, or oh, I'm at an 80-20 at my company. You might be at an 80-20 at your company. However, there is a royalty or a franchise fee of 5-6%, right? Some people say, I'm at 90% commission, but they're paying a 5% royalty fee or a 6% franchise fee that never ends. And when they actually look at it, the 80-20 with a cap and no franchise fee is actually better. But you know what? It's not all about commission, because like I said before, when you're getting the compensation for contribution of attracting agents and you're getting stock, it's really not apples to apples. Again, it's apples to orange. So just keep that in mind. $149 to start up. That includes your first month of $85. After that $149, your first month, it's $85 a month. And that pays for all of our cloud-based brokerage stuff and our technology stuff. And when I mean that, I mean EXP World, SkySlope, your KV Core lead generating website, all of the education in the staff up there that does the education for us. All of that stuff is all included in that $85 a month. So So those are the costs to join, all right? Now we're gonna flip into revenue share. We talked about the education. We talked about the stock and the ownership. Now we're gonna talk about this revenue share plan, or this compensation for contribution to our company. A lot of us have been at brokerages where we've recruited other agents to the brokerage, and we've attracted them because we were there. Agents follow other agents, right? It's not necessarily the actual model, right? Sometimes it's the agent who has influence in the marketplace. So we give those agents revenue share income based on the sales activity of the agents that they sponsor and bring into the company and attract to the company. And that's all off the adjusted gross commission income. So for example, there are other companies that have profit share. There are small brokerages now that are offering profit share to try to compete in the market, which is absolutely awesome. It's better than what we had 10 years ago, right? But what's really awesome about EXP is we share in the revenue. There's a big difference between profit and revenue. So if we go back to that example of $1,000 comes into the brokerage, at EXP, 800 goes to the agent, 200 goes to the company, 80-20. Of that 200, that revenue is shared with that sponsoring agent right off the top, right? So 50% of the revenue comes to the agent, 50% of the revenue goes to EXP. Other companies take that same $1,000, you bring it into the company through the top, $800 goes to the agent, $200 goes to the company, or what we call company dollar. That $200 then is run through the budget of the company and pays for the brick and mortar, the regional director, the managers, the front desk person, the copier, the coffee, and all of those things. Then what spits out at the bottom is called profit. That is what is shared with the agents. Profit. Are we going to buy the expensive coffee, or are we going to buy the inexpensive coffee? Are we going to take a bunch of top agents to conventions and pay for that? That all cuts into the profit that is shared with agents. Here at EXP, our model, we're sharing the revenue right off the top. It is not relied upon anyone's budget or profit for that specific office. And again, we're one company nationwide, which is absolutely awesome. So how does this work? Well, it is 7 levels. There are 7 tiers as I attract agents to the company. And I'm just going to use myself as an example because it's easier that way. So if I attract Jane Smith, Jane Smith is attracted into my tier 1. As Jane Smith produces her adjusted gross commission income, I can receive up to 3.5% of her adjusted gross commission income. So again, $1,000 into the company, 800 goes to her, 200 goes to the company, and about 3.5% comes to me, which would be $35. So actually, $35 of the 200 is going into our revenue share system, which is amazing. Now we do have a 50-50 initiative, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but for basic numbers, that's what this is. So I'm immediately compensated for Jane Smith contributing to the company. I brought someone over that's contributing to our revenue. Therefore, I'm paid off of revenue, totally different than profit. Now, let's just say Jane Smith attracts John Doe. So John Doe would be in my tier 2 and Jane Smith would be in my tier 1. John, I'm going to receive 0.2%, which is not very much. I mean, let's face it, out of the $1,000 gross commission income, it's $2. However, as that grows, what happens is as I grow and I attract more agents to the company, I can unlock tiers. So if you look at tier 2 where it says 5 to 9, that means that once I've attracted 5 in my tier 1, I can unlock tier 2. When I unlock tier 2, if you look, John now, instead of me getting 0.2% of the revenue, I'm actually getting 3.8. So when Jane tells me, Jacqui, I think John might be interested in EXP, I help Jane get John into my tier 2 because I'm actually making more money off of John by helping Jane. It's a brilliant system. It's a brilliant model. It is set up for us to help people instead of take people, which is awesome. So if you look to the right-hand side, Tier 1, you're always going to get that up to 3.5%. Tier 2, your exponential share. Once you've attracted 5, it unlocks Tier 2, and that bumps up to 3.8. Once I attract 10, I unlock Tier 3, that's bumped up to 2.4. Once I attract 15 in Tier 4, that's bumped up to 1.4, right? And so on and so forth. So as you can see, this is our sustainable revenue share plan, right? So all the way up to 40 agents, Tier 7, 4.5%. So that is huge, huge, huge. So as I said, there are 7 tiers. There's a video on my YouTube page that actually goes into more depth on this. But agents, I'm telling you, this is 10 times what I thought it would be when I joined EXP. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So let's flip over to EXP World, right? This is what our world looks like. You can work from anywhere in EXP World. You're an avatar. You can see we have a phone app, laptop, iPad. It's all there. This is what it looks like when you walk in. There's an information desk. You get real-time support. We've got team collaboration. Everybody has an avatar. We have large-scale meetings. We just had our shareholder summit a few months ago in EXP World. It was amazing. We had an exhibit hall where you could visit the vendors, and everybody was talking like you normally visit and meet people at a conference. It was the coolest thing ever. We had over 2,000, I think, agents, or maybe even 3,000 in EXP World attending our conference all at the same time. It was so cool. You can work anytime, anywhere. We've got boats, we've got soccer fields, we have places where you can just collaborate. We've had happy hours up in EXP World. It's been awesome. And let me tell you, you know, it was kind of more abstract, these little happy hours and things before this pandemic, but now this has actually become some of the norm for some of us, meeting our friends on Zoom and having, you know, dinner together or happy hour, those kind of things. So I just love, love, love that this platform has allowed us to work anywhere, anytime, and we are just having a blast doing it. So some of the other offerings that, you know, maybe other brokerages can't offer. According to NAR, 28 to 33% of realtors are uninsured, and we're talking about health insurance here, at any given year, right? That's provided by RIS Media. But wanted to share with you as well, if you want to write down this website, we have an EXP Agent Healthcare program where it's low-cost healthcare choices. We have teledoc services. We have an insurance. We have medical cost sharing. We have supplemental insurance. Many, many agents that I know firsthand have gone from $1,200 a month to $800 a month. We've got agents that have gone from $900 a month to $500 a month, and so on. So, you know, they're decreasing their out-of-pocket costs. It does not hurt to explore. I mean, out of all of this other stuff I said, maybe this is the thing that will change your life, right? Go to expagенthealthcare.com, check it out, have a consultation, find out what healthcare is available to you. Many, many, many of our agents were like, you know, I was shocked. I thought I had the best healthcare and the best price I could possibly get. And then EXP saved me $300 a month. So it's been huge. So go ahead and check that out. Our back-end system, the EXP Enterprise, check out how big these buttons are, right? EXPRealty.com is our website. You can see EXP World. You can invite people to EXP World right there. You can click on the education calendar, click for our pre-recorded training as well. So not only do we have the live training, we have recordings too. So if you missed the training, you can also go to the recordings and check out the pre-recorded stuff. Agent details on commissions and caps and your equity awards and your stock and performance reports and revenue share, all of that is in this enterprise, and it's very quick. It's one sign-on and you're in everything, and it's very easy to navigate. SkySlope is our electronic transaction system. They've partnered with DigiSign to where you have electronic signature and all of your transactions are electronically submitted SkySlope. If you happen to be in Ohio, that's where we're from, we still currently use .loop. We've integrated this in a way which I can teach you later, so don't worry, you can still keep your .loop, not a big deal. but SkySlope is our main way of turning in all our transactions. And from an EXP national standpoint, that is what we use. I'm going to pause here because this is amazing. Remember when I mentioned before, when most agents at EXP are surveyed and they ask them, what do you love most about EXP? They talk about the collaboration. So not only do we have EXP World, but we have collaboration in a platform created for us by Facebook. Facebook, everybody speaks Facebook. You've got all of your different Facebook groups. You've got Facebook chat. You can go Facebook Live. Imagine having EXP having their own Facebook. It's called Workplace by Facebook. So I have the Workplace app on my phone, just like I have Facebook. I have the Workplace chat on my phone, just like Facebook. Our brokers, our staff, they're all available on Workplace chat in an instant, right? You're going to get instant answers. They're collaborating. We discuss topics and projects. We have over 3,000 or 4,000 private groups in Workplace that you can join. Groups for new agents, groups for top teams, groups for luxury agents, groups for international expansion, groups for everything. There's like 3,000 groups. It's unbelievable. So that social collaboration that you have on social media through Facebook, you now have in Workplace with just your EXP family worldwide, right? So that's absolutely amazing. So if you've got a quick question about something about your KV Core website, you can actually go into the KV Core groups, because there's plenty of them. You can ask your question and agents will comment and collaborate. What was your best KV Core ad that got you the most leads? How did you word it? And people are showing you and sharing with you what they're doing. It's so, so awesome. The next thing, which I've mentioned now, but I want to go into a little more detail, is KV Core. And if you look it up online, it's conversion, Kunversion, conversion. And it's now in their enhanced version, it's called KV Core. It's a powerful lead gen platform. It's an amazing CRM where your leads are coming in from those ads that you're putting on Facebook. It's generating leads because you're borrowing listings from other EXP agents. And in class, we've taught you how to run ads for $2 or $5. And you're getting all of these leads on listings that aren't even yours. They're coming to your phone. And not only that, this CRM is replying to them via text as if you were replying yourself. It's amazing. So that's why it's called Conversion or KV Core. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. So a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not into the agent attraction, or maybe I don't want ownership. I don't know who would say that, but maybe you're like, how is EXP going to help me grow my business? The education that we have with top agents across the country is huge. And the agents that are using this KV Core at a high level and converting leads all over the country, they are going to help you do the same thing. So this is huge. KV Core for agents that are not at EXP could be anywhere from $800 to $1,000, $1,200 a month. So there are top teams all over the country getting out of their agreements with other websites and utilizing KV Core at a high level. It's huge. It's huge. So if you want to learn more about that, let me know. Marketing and branding, last but not least, we have partnered with other companies to help you promote your brand, right? It's not about EXP's brand and EXP's logo, it's about your brand. So House of Magnets will give you your first, I think, 500 business cards. We've partnered with Build a Sign. We've got brochures. We've got things through Breakthrough Broker that you can order online. The coolest thing is once you get here and you fill out your profile and you upload your profile pic, you go to a PDF flyer that you want to do for an open house. So you go to a social media post template, right, that we have, and you want to post something. Your picture's dropped in there. Your contact information is already there. All you got to do is change the property address and maybe the photo of the house, right? It's very quick, it's very easy, and all of these resources are there for you to utilize and use. We've got our EXP preferred partners. And again, I mentioned that 50-50 initiative. The vision is that the more that the 31,000 agents use these preferred partners, the more revenue comes into the company. And the more revenue that comes into the company, the more revenue that we can share, right? So you might even be able to earn more than the 3.5% or the 3.8%. It just depends on how many of our ancillary services have contributed to revenue that month. So keep these companies in mind after you join. We've got our virtual tour partner, a currency exchange partner, a moving hub, a warranty, build a sign, the CE shop, getting your CE online. So just realize that all of those preferred partners contribute to our revenue, right? And again, we're sharing revenue, not profit. So it's amazing. So this is the company everyone is talking about. And you know what? A lot of people are saying, oh, they're just recruiters. None of them produce. And there's all of this stuff out there. Let me just tell you, top independent brokerages for closed transaction, top movers in volume, number 4 in sales volume for 2019, number 3 for closed transaction size. And I heard this the other day, and if it's not true, you can tell me in the comments, but I heard the other day, 38 of the 50 states, in 38 of the 50 states, the number 1 and number 2 agents in that state for individual agents are here at EXP. In 38 of the 50 states. I'm telling you, we are a productive brokerage. And the coolest part about all that is those agents are icon agents and are helping you when you come to EXP World, and they're teaching you classes. They're contributing to our culture. The way that this set up and the way that Glenn set this up is absolutely brilliant. We've got brokers from all over the country bringing their independent brokerages in. It's the John Smith Group brokered by EXP, right? Instead of John Smith Realty, right? It's simple. And what they see is they can leverage all of these tools to their agents, and they can give their agents ownership. They can give their agents all of these opportunities that they couldn't before, and their 5-year, 10-year plan and their exit strategy is taken care of because they're making more money off of that revenue sharing platform than they were as an individual broker. We just had a broker come over a few months ago with 900 agents. Why would a broker do that? I can hook you up with them and I can show you and help you find out. If you're a brand new agent and you need mentorship, we have a local mentorship program where you're going to be partnered with an EXP in your marketplace to help you interpret that contract, write your first deal. We have all of this. So there's other videos in my playlist on YouTube if you need any additional help. You can also privately message me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm happy to help you out. I've also put my phone number in this in the description here on this post and in this video. Reach out to me and become a shareholder, just like we talked about in the beginning. Maybe you love your brokerage and maybe you love the leadership there, and you're renting your space. Your business is renting the space there instead of building something big. The coolest part about that is let's give them an opportunity to see what you have seen today. And maybe we start building your revenue share platform now before you even come over, right? Giving them that opportunity to come and join you and see what this is all about is huge. So the other thing I want to say is this. I loved providing you this information. I loved providing you this video. However, if you are currently in conversation with someone else at EXP and have a relationship with that person, please, by all means, don't hesitate to contact me and ask me questions. However, please disclose up front who that person is that you're intending on naming your sponsor. If you aren't intending on naming anyone your sponsor as of yet, please disclose that also. I never want to interfere with anybody else's relationship. I'm still here to help you. I'm here to help your sponsor. But if you don't have one, I would definitely love the opportunity to be your sponsor as well. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Your next step, if you're interested in EXP, is to hit joinexprealty.com. Review that independent contractor agreement. Everything that I've told you in this video is in that independent contractor agreement. It's spelled out there. You can review that. And guess what? If you have questions, reach out. If you decide, you know what, maybe this isn't for me, no harm done, right? You haven't signed the independent contractor agreement. You haven't paid your $149. There's no harm done with that. So don't hesitate to go to join.exprealty.com, fill out the application, go ahead and download the independent contractor agreement and see what that's all about. I hope to have you here at EXP. Thank you so much for joining me today with this video. If you have any questions, reach out, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.